Checking in from New Delhi. We got here this morning and it's nice. It has like a different energy than Mumbai. Like Mumbai kind of feels like New York City. Like there's so much potential and career opportunities building and expanding. New Delhi is similar, but it still it has like an ancient energy to it where it's like, I don't know, Mumbai too like had big huge trees and still had this bit of like ancientness. But yeah, New Delhi has this like, I don't know, it has like a spiritual just feeling to it. I don't know how to explain it. But it's cool. We're in a really, really nice hotel. They'll welcome. And it's still a little bit under construction. But I also, I kind of appreciate that about the city. Like there's so much potential, and I really think the world is starting to, see that about India. Much of the business is like, goes to China and America, but I don't know, I think there's going to be quite a bit of a shift. Also, India hasn't been in war with all of the people, with all of the various religions. India hasn't been in wartime in like, I don't know, centuries. I think that's something to really honor and respect, that so much diversity could get along. Not like, yeah, there's Bombay boys and probably gangsters and things, but internal conflict. But on the world stage, because of that ancient energy and that respect and the essence of karma, the essence of the oneness, I think it really keeps them out of trouble, and I just really like that. What can I say about today? The flight was fun because we flew with the whole family that we were staying with, because we're going to be here for a bit of a work conference thing, and just to kind of meet some of the cool people that at least April's been working with. I'm just like here for the ride and enjoying it, really feeling like a princess. We went after the plane ride. Rishi took us to a cafe and we got lassis. So good. I definitely avoid dairy in the States, but I needn't because I don't eat meat, so like yogurt and things like that have protein in it. So anyways, I had a lassi and it's so good. Made me want to take a little cat nap, like how cats have milk and then want to sleep. It had that effect. And then downstairs there was like this place that had all of these like fine delicacies and beautiful desserts. And Rishi was like, "What do you want?" "Well, we'll get this, we'll get this, we'll get this, we'll get this." And like it's just so crazy. I feel like literally a princess. And then we checked into the hotel, and yeah, April's currently taking a nap. I don't know if I mentioned that. She has to work at night. Well, I just sit there and sleep. Although last night I did do my mentorship class that I'm in, and we were starting like a Jade Temple series. So I'm revisiting Chinese medicine and Taoism, and I love it. So I mentioned like the Jing, which is technically a Chinese medicine word for ojas, which is our sexual energy. But then there's Qi, which is like your life force energy, your Kundalini energy. The same thing in China, same thing in India. They figured out that we're connected to this mother energy, this cosmic energy. And I just love that connection so much, that like no matter where, when people were still connected to their body and energy, they figured out that there's those connections and how it rises in the body. We also had a meeting with one of our teachers that's going to be at the ashram, and it's a woman, and it was sort of like interviewing the teacher, like just to kind of get the vibe and the gist of things. And we connected so quickly because I mentioned, Kundalini is this lineage that's, taught by men, and that's all wonderful and lovely, but like, how do you teach it? And, I don't want to be disembodied. I don't think that we have to go to space all the time. How do we bring these ancient teachings into the now? And she was just so adamant about that these teachings are re-traumatizing people because they're staying in their fear and they're not learning how to, raise that energy in a way it's freeing, it's liberating when you have to go to a guru, just like how you have to go to, you do your Hail Marys. Like there's gatekeepers when it comes to reaching God and reaching the goddess, and it's the new way of medicine is energy medicine, and it's not new, it's old, it's really, really old. Like I see people say like neo-spiritualism, and in some ways it's true. Like the Aquarian age, we have lots of tools. We have shamanism, we have Reiki, we have tantric teachings, but really it's all ancient energy and like bringing it into the now. And so I'm just loving what's aligned for us in the teachings, and going to this ashram soon, and I'm really excited to deepen with this woman. She's teaching sadhana and then Kriya, and the Kriya is coming from the Kriya before Yogi Bhajan, and Yogi Bhajan brought these teachings to the West, but they existed before him. And there's a rigidity to it in the States, just like how so much of it is asana based. I see a lot of people sort of abandoning yoga in a way, like, trying to say like yoga fucked them up, but it's like, then you might not be actually practicing yoga, because again, it's so westernized to re-traumatize people, to push them too hard, and to just be in the physical postures. But then at the same time, when you're just doing Kundalini, you have to sit the whole time. The masculine energy empties and learn stillness, but that's not really like the way to embody the Kundalini, which is a feminine energy. It is connecting us to the mother, the cosmic mother, the Sophia. Whatever region, whatever land you're from, there is an elevator to that consciousness, and there are similarities across the world. We watched this movie last night. It's an Indian movie called PK, and I loved it. It was about this guy that was an alien, and he landed on Earth, and so he's just reporting on his findings of God. He's looking for God because everyone keeps saying only God knows, or just seek God. So he's making all these observations, and he's noticing like, to find God you have to, in some places you need wine, and in this church there's no alcohol, you have to wear this outfit, you have to do this thing, you have to talk to this guru, and it's like, and then in the end he's like, no, they're calling the wrong number, and the human beings are creating this wrong number to contact God. And then he figures out God is liberation, God is within all of us, and then there's no need, there's no reason to, it's beautiful to follow tradition, and when you'll see in any of my other videos when I'm talking about Kundalini, I want to honor the lineage, but at the same time the lineages are teaching us how to access our intuition better. So we are our own gurus, we are our own teachers of transferring our unintegrated shadows into our light bodies, into our energy of divinity, and that process is individual and collective minded. And so I'm really excited to continue to deepen and learn that, and just being in this holy motherland, and feeling in this busyness, but still being in my container. And I can't believe it, but I actually fell asleep in the taxi. I always fall asleep in cars. It's just something about like the vibration and relaxing. But even like the horn sound is starting to become like white noise and comforting. And I don't know. It's gonna be hard to go back home. I'm really just so in love with being wherever I'm at, just being and practicing that being, and getting out of old roles to do that. So it's been absolutely fantastic. And yeah, much in store. I can't believe it's only day 4 of like 2 months. And at one point we're going to go on a 10-hour drive through the countryside to to leave Rishikesh once we're there, and that I'm really looking forward to. I'm gonna start doing more documentary styles. I did bring a more of like a nicer camera to film and create more just to show the beauty of this land. And I'm recognizing too that, you know, there's so much fear of Westerners, and I know that I'm a sort of an acceptable face to talk about it, just being who I am. And so I feel humbled and privileged to try to kind of show this beautiful place to people that maybe wouldn't listen to you know, the other. And so I want to do it justice and show all of the radiance and the beauty. So I'm looking forward to the long drive coming up. I'm really looking forward to the training. And Rishi has fully planned my birthday, apparently. So I'm almost a little bit nervous. I've always celebrated my birthday with my twin sister. And even when we were growing up, she was kind of more like social. And so it's kind of like what she wanted. And I just felt like I kind of went along with it. So this is going to be fun because it's all going to be a surprise. But I miss her. She's about to have a baby like any day now. Baby Addison is coming into the world. Last time she had a baby, I started feeling contractions because we have really serious telepathy. So I also feel like the next couple of days I'm gonna go through a little bit of a roller coaster because we're not together, but like we're very cosmically connected. So yeah, there's a lot going on in the psyche, in the world, and my cosmic world. Yeah, so stay tuned if you want or don't. And yeah, and yesterday we got our hair done and pedicures and foot massages. It's crazy. I've never been like so in a state of luxury like ever. I think I've gotten my toes done like, oh no, mosquito, gotta go. Like for like special occasions and with my grandma. So I can't believe that all happened in one day. So I'm definitely feeling fabulous. But all right, till next time, namaste.